What is up, guys? I've recently watched some videos about SGU that have left me kind of a little disappointed. I thought to myself, if I was doing my research in SGU, would these videos have helped? And yeah, so as a current student finishing my last term of pre-clinical year on the island, I would like to shed some lights on our current curriculum. If you're not a current student and just want to know more about the school, I'm going to say that overall the curriculum will help prepare you for step one. The exams are fair and there are no blatant attempts to fail you, and you're going to learn a lot. And if that's all you want to know, you can stop watching. But for the rest of the video, it's going to focus on term 5 curriculum. And if you're a current student in term 4 or 1 to 4, I hope this will help prepare you for passing term 5. So let's get into it. So our curriculum currently consists of 3 main exams for term 5. For your first one, it's going to be MSN. That's only be worth 8% of your grades. BSC 2 is going to be your second exam. That's going to be 45% of our grades. And then you have your CBSE, which is going to be 35% of our grades. So then the total of those is going to be 88%. So the last 12% of your grades is going to come from, you have 3 OSCE, 2%, 2%, and the 4% to add up. And then the rest of it is going to be IMCQs, RX quizzes, and PCA, patient care assignments you get to write up on. And that's be 4% more. So all that add up to 100%. So let's look at our timeline and see how much time we have to study for everything. You have 6 weeks to study for exam 1. Then you have another 6 weeks to study for BSC 2. And then you have 5 weeks to study for CBSE. So with that out of the way, and you guys understand how the current system work in the current timeline, let's get into the hidden curriculum of term 5. So this is just a loose number that I have no scientific way of confirming. This is only from what the upper termers told me and what I've noticed and what I observed in my current class. So usually every term is to be about 100 to 200 people repeating term 5 who have either failed the term from previous term or they have decided to CR. Okay, so this number is actually gonna increase as your class size increases, and you guys know every term 1 so far for the past 2 years I've noticed every term 1 that comes in, the class sizes have gotten a little bit bigger every time, by maybe like 20, 30 students, maybe 50 students. So you can expect that the CR, number of people who CR was gonna increase along with this. So first, 100 to 200 people repeat every term. Second point is that BSC 2 is to be cumulative exam. So all subjects across all systems are fair game. So this is what it said in their curriculum. Okay, and BSC 2 is to be worth 45% of your grade. It's to be the most heavily weighted exam out of all 3 exams. Okay. Third point, you are still learning and reviewing all the pathophys with SGU when you decide to take BSC 2. So by the time of BSCE, you will only have covered cardio, for us at least, cardio, pulmonary, GI, heme, and endocrine. And then we're gonna take the BSC 2. Okay, GU, OB, rheumatology, derm, neuro, psych, and peds, geriatrics are not even covered yet for the exam. But you know, they say that it's fair game, so it could be on the exam. And the reason why they do is this bring me to my 4th point, is that the BSC 2 is supposed to be graded on a curve. So then this is supposed to help you or me, us, because technically everybody would not do well in the materials that SGU hasn't covered yet, right? So we only review all this pathophys up to this point, so then everyone in class will have to be on the level playing field. And the question that does come up on BSC 2 that we have not covered, everyone will get wrong. And then, you know, since it's graded on a curve, then that wouldn't be a problem, you know, because everyone will get it wrong. Okay, so here's where it's a kicker, because the BSC 2 graded on a curve, you have 200 people who is repeating term 5 with us, right? And these people have been studying for an extra 4 to 5 months compared to me who just started term 5. right? Because they started last term, then they've been studying for the materials. They decided to CR, they failed the term. But the material that they've been reviewing is going to be tested now, and they have another 6 weeks to study for it compared to us who did not CR, who just starting the new term. So in other words, I personally believe that this curve is actually non-existent, or it might not be as high as people want it to be because of the people who is repeating at CR. Okay? So what does this mean? So knowing that there's this hidden curriculum in there, I believe that you need to start reviewing for BSC once you're in at least term 4. If you haven't started reviewing, use some kind of way to review since term 1 and 2 already. At least in term 4, you need to start reviewing just to even the playing field with all those people who are repeating. And there's actually some people, some of my classmates who actually take the hit on the first exam of term 5, so they get that extra 6 weeks in. On top of another 6 weeks with BSC 2, you get a total of 12 weeks so you can start reviewing. That's also an option that you can do. So just to wrap it up, and I'm not saying that the BSC 2 is not curve. I'm sure it is, and I personally had like a generous 15% curve on top of my raw score. I got the rescore back. But you just gotta keep in mind that you are competing with this 100 to 200 people who are repeating, and they've been studying for the BSC 2 and reviewing the materials a lot longer than you have. So personally, I believe that you should start preparing for BSC 2 a lot earlier than the timeline that SGU give you, which is 6 weeks after term 5 starts. And you can do this through either spaced repetition, whatever form that might be. My personal favorite is Anki. You can start using some form of active retrieval practice, doing practice questions when you're in term 4 or 2 or 3 of term 1 even, right? Just some kind of things so you can just keep these facts and knowledge on the top of your head. Some extra thoughts I want to throw in here is going to be, why is the most heavily weighted exam 5 months away from when you take your step 1 exam? They said that BSC 2 is supposed to really correlate with your step 1 score, but it doesn't make sense to me that you're not taking your step 1 until 5 months later and they expect you to know all the materials already. Why would you not make CBSE the most heavily weighted exam? Because that's going to be the one closest to our step 1 date, right? It's going to be probably like 2 months apart from when we take our step 1, and that's going to be even more representative of our performance. Secondly, why does the passing requirement increase every term? Well, term 1 is 70% to pass, and in term 2 they increase it to 72%, and for term 3 to 5 you need 73% cumulative to pass. So that's just some thoughts that you guys want to mull over and ask the representatives. You can do that. And those are my thoughts on the current curriculum. And if you found this helpful, give me a thumbs up so that I know. And if you want more contents like these, subscribe. Let me know in the comment what you guys think. For my next video, I'm actually going to talk about how I studied for BSC 2 using Anki, and how me and my roommate did really well on it. And we're just going to share some thoughts with you guys and just help you guys get further along. Until next time, peace.